What's up, freaks, beasts, and athletes? It's DC here with Stacked and Jacked and Genesis Strength and Conditioning. Today, I kind of want to talk about why the best way to treat a lower back issue, lower back injury or a weak lower back. A lot of people, once they have that issue or know they have a weak lower back, always seem to try to avoid training it, when really they need to correctly train it, correctly get it stronger so they're able to do, train intensely, stay healthy, and get the most out of all their workouts. There's really, today I'm gonna give you guys 2 tips on how to strengthen that lower back and, bring it back from a previous injury that you may have suffered safely so you're able to train as intense and as hard as possible. Tip number 1 is you want to make sure that you are doing a movement like weighted back extensions. Always making sure that when you're doing that, you're hinging at the hip. You want to keep that back as tense, that low back as tense and as tight as possible, and hinging down instead of kind of hitting that bottom position and rounding that back to come back up. Weighted back extensions are going to force, when done correctly, are going to force the lower back to work correctly, get stronger, and do so in a manner that's going to carry over into all your other lifts, all your other performance, if you play a sport, and just everyday life to where you feel better. The second tip is you want to perform, again, movements like Romanian deadlifts, stiff-legged deadlifts that are a pretty decent weight, but making sure you do them with correct form, and we prefer that you do those tempoed, so the lower back really has to get the extra work in, but you're not having to go as heavy to get the benefit from it. When we go tempoed Romanian deadlifts or stiff-legged deadlifts, we do it somewhere with like a 2-second concentric motion, 1 second pause at the bottom, a 2-second eccentric motion, and a breath and repeat. For people that really have a weak low back that can't tolerate the weight, we will even bump that up to 3 seconds for both the concentric and eccentric movements. So make sure if you have lower back issues, if you're afraid of getting lower back issues or developing them, want to keep your lower back healthy, add those 2 exercises and 2 tips into your training. Appreciate you checking out the video. Pick up your free gifts by clicking on the link below. Now you guys know, and knowing's half the battle.
Genesis. Show my hardcore, you know what I'm saying? Yo.